sir.
All right. How y'all doing?
Shit, we
How y'all doing? I'm just playing. Don't mind me. Welcome back to Panther Spot Podcast, episode, what we at, 6 today? 6. I think we at 6. I am your host, Scott Lewis, Philosophy Panther, him, whatever you want to call me, it's fine. We're back with a wonderful panel today. We're just going to go down the line and introduce yourselves.
Oh, you want me to go?
Baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful. I'm Boogie. That's it.
Where can they find you on social media?
Boogie the God on Instagram, BOOGI 3_DA_G.
I hope they hear all of that.
You got to explain it. Boogie the God. Like
Boogie the God.
Gotta
Gotcha.
get it right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm Nate. You can find me on Instagram at NateDogLion.
Shit, I'm Scooter, School Up. You can find me on the gram under Scooter _School Up _the Don.
And I'm Basha, and you can find me on Instagram at BASHHAHH.
Ooh.
Double H's.
So,
Triple H.
that's a lot of H's.
Double
First
H.
and foremost, we're going to speak up today, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get hyped. We're going to be a little bit loud. Everybody's like, I figured y'all like me or something. Y'all don't like me?
my
Anyway,
sexy
let's start
voice.
off random question. Remember? y'all acting like y'all don't like me or something.
Oh, that's what you meant to say. Because the first time you said y'all acting like y'all like me or something.
Right.
Oh, that's
Of
what I
course,
meant
we
to say.
here,
I
bro.
love you, my nigga.
Right, I love you, my nigga.
I was like,
I hope
be
y'all
here if
love
not.
me.
Here for the support.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.
Hey, look, I'm here for the free food. I hope it's free food.
Yeah, I'm waiting for
Nigga,
it.
probably
They're
be a
here
meal.
for the free food.
They got waters. That's why I'm here. They got free
right.
water.
They got
Just
free-
the water.
Oh, I know it's been one of those weeks, and it's like, okay, what did I want to talk about this week? What did I want to bring to everybody? Everything from we finding out about the things with TikTok and all this other stuff. I wanted to bring it back. Relationships is always my forte. I know sometimes people don't like talking about it because it gets real personal. People's feelings get hurt, but that's okay. That's what we're here for. If we don't talk about it, then where we gonna go? Just sit there and be mad the whole time? So
I haven't been in a relationship in 6 years. I'm not even sure if this is my avenue to speak on anymore.
Well, then that's even better.
Any type of relationship?
Situation.
Because there's
Of course
because there's like so many different types of ships.
This is true.
The
I
USS
haven't
Nashville?
been in a committed one-on-one relationship since,
Committed
yeah.
is the relationship
I've had a
that you haven't
couple
been
of
in. Okay.
flings.
Right, those are
One
ships.
of those resulted in the birth of my now 2-year-old son.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So it was a good thing.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that, by the way.
Good stuff
It
came out
really
of it.
was.
That's what's
My
up.
bad. We about to change gears and we don't need to do that. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, it's all good. No, we talking. We
Yeah,
talking.
yeah.
That's where we at because I know y'all heard. Maybe y'all didn't, but I'm trying to remember the lady's name. She's a celebrity lawyer. She's not really a lawyer, but she's been on The Breakfast Club. She's been everywhere talking about her expectations and how expectations of black women should be as
The
high
bus
as
driver
hers.
Oh, yeah,
situation.
this bus driver situation?
The bus driver situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a bus driver situation.
There
I
is a
drive. I
bus
don't know about no
driver
buses, but go ahead.
Look,
Yeah. And it's real stupid.
I'm gonna be on the fence. You know I usually can't stand this, but I'm gonna go on both sides of the fence on this one. But I want to know how y'all perceived her because she said what she said. I can't date a bus driver unless he owns the bus station or owns the bus, and it's all about the money. Da 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 da. Now, mind
Yeah, I heard of
you,
this.
what is she? 40-something, 50-something, almost 50, and it's
What is
she
on?
portrays as a very wealthy lawyer. She's not. She's a public defender, and they don't make any money. They don't. They
Hate public.
$46,000 to $52,000 a year. Well, they make that's money on my
I'm about to
standards.
say, you giving them too much fucking credit. Ew.
No, I'm just saying
They work for them people.
Oh,
They
I'm
ain't
talking about
even
it. Well, I
helping
guess
nobody.
New York standards. So let's go for the highest of standards. $47,000 to $52,000 a year is roughly what a public defender will make. But she has that fake it till I make it persona, which most people do. I'm fine with that. I want to know how, if you heard her, how do you feel about that, and which way should we take that? Should as a man and as a woman, how should you take that? How do you feel about it?
I guess I could talk about it. So
Ladies first.
I feel like she's just speaking in terms of what she actually requires. And that's okay because everyone has standards, and she's just wanting what she's in alignment with to be with what she is in alignment with. You know, other women may, you know, be like, well, at least he has a job. That's, you know, that's their standards. Everyone has some sort of standard. So I just feel like, you know, people can pick and choose whatever they want because that's what they want. No one should get offended about a choice, unless, because from the opposite perspective, from a man, let's just say, you know, let's just do the cliche type of ordeal, how a man would want their woman. They want their woman to listen. They want their woman to be able to assist in taking care of the house, if not taking care of the house, period. They want the woman to be able to take care of the children and be able to help provide and teach and feed and love the children. As a woman, I want you to be able to have sex with me when I want to have sex. I want you to do what I want you to do and I ask you to do it. Of course, maybe not in a derogatory or disrespectful way, but you know, that's what a man wants. A man wants to be able to have a woman that is able to provide those types of needs for him and the household and the children. So those are standards. And being the fact that she's just creating that standard for herself, I'm not saying that, okay, like, no, she should definitely just go for that, because as long as he got a job, he's able to, you know, he's doing something. You should have a positive aspect about that. But, you know, yeah,
a lot of bus drivers got offended about that. There were people coming up there like, you're basically saying I'm nobody.
Lane.
Yeah, okay,
everyone
cool.
has a lane,
right?
And if her lane is higher than a bus driver's lane, then it's higher than the bus driver's lane. Let's just say the bus driver came back and said, I wouldn't want to date no public offender because you ain't really making too much more than I'm making. What if she can't? What if the bus driver came back and said that? What's she's gonna say? She's gonna well, I'm on TV.
She would say she would say a lot, you know, because she is on TV. She's
and that's
been on
fine,
shows.
but not everyone wants to be on TV. That's a persona.
If you drive a bus,
that's something that she's doing. That's what she wants to do.
What'd you say?
And the bus driver is doing what he wants to do.
I said, if you drive a bus, that's good for you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, if you drive race cars, if you drive, you know what I'm saying, school buses, city buses, like, that's cool. But don't let no female determine, like, what you got going on.
What
but
your
you
worth
get money, you paying your bills, you know what I'm saying, you look good, you smell good, fuck that. You feel what I'm saying? So
okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
What if she didn't know he was a bus driver and he came looking good, smelling good, taking her on a date, paying for the tab, no problem, treating her right, and then
it's not gonna go that far.
And then at the end of the date, she asked him, "Oh my God, you know you everything's been great so far.
She gonna leave because he's a bus driver.
I'm a bus driver.
She don't like bus drivers.
Go that way.
I'm just saying, but what if?
Boogie, if they ask you, they go on a date. The first thing they ask is about your immediate living situation.
I don't do that. I'm just speaking from my perspective.
Right.
I don't do that. So if at the end of the day everything went great and he tell me he a bus driver, I'm gonna be like, oh no, I can't fuck with no bus driver. No.
Right, like
At a point in time, I ain't gonna lie. If a
just
chick told me
ends
she drove a
every
bus,
No, that's a facade. It's an illusion. A lot of women that say what they won't go for, it's a lie, because it's so hard.
Oh, they not gonna like you.
I don't care, but it's so hard. So fast. No, listen. It's so hard nowadays in the dating pool to actually find someone that meet the basic standards.
Because there's
so
rancid
if you're
piss.
If you're tripping about somebody's job that they have that they can provide with, if you're tripping about something as small as that, then you ain't really looking for shit for real. You just looking for a bag. And then if you can't meet the standards that you're asking for, you don't need to be looking. You need to actually be able to have everything, be everything, do everything that you're asking.
I don't agree with that. Not 100%.
No,
because I'm gonna tell you why. If I'm making $100,000, I don't need you to make $100,000. If I'm making, my standard is this, I need you to compliment me, which is almost the opposite of everything. I am in front of the face. I'm the camera. I'm the spokesman. I'm that guy. I'm not the guy that, is behind the scenes to, no, well, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Details. I am horrible with fucking details.
I'm not saying match the dollar. I'm saying if you want someone financially stable, you also need to be financially stable. If you want someone that is emotionally intelligent, you also need to be emotionally intelligent. If you want someone healthy, you also need to be healthy.
Yeah.
If you want someone
It's just about
spiritual,
choices.
you
It's
also
all
need
about
to be
choices.
spiritual.
So what?
It's all about choices. It's
It's-
about what you want. You know what I mean? Like you say.
You're gonna attract whatever you are.
Hey, how about let's
You're
stop
gonna
saying
attract
what we
whatever you
don't want and just start talking about what we do want?
Exactly.
Because what she this wouldn't even happen if she said she want to talk to another public defender, but she had to bring up a bus driver who she knows
Because she feels
a
like
lower
that was
salary.
below, and that's the jab. Remember
Yeah.
growing up, I don't know how old everybody was, but remember, garbage men at one point was the low.
Low.
You don't want to
Disrespect.
Yeah, right.
You need to go to school and learn
But
all
they
your
make
math
that
and do
bank,
this,
though.
that. Or you're gonna end up being a garbage man.
But
You
they
turn
make that
around,
bank.
these garbage men are making
They
six
making
figures.
hella money. They making hella
It's
money.
guys,
like
it's
80K.
guys who I
I
went to
know
elementary
garbage
school
men.
with who work in sanitation now in New York and make like $120,000.
Yeah.
And not even the boss.
Because
They're
that's
just
an
a regular guy.
essential
City in New
job
York,
just
though.
as much as
Very
a
much so,
doctor's
especially
essential.
in New York.
Who the fuck is gonna take out the trash?
Exactly.
The city's gonna look crazy.
It already does.
Right.
Essential.
One thing about it, if like I say, if your man's or your lady drive buses, trash, whatever, but when she get home, she deep in the spirituality, she deep in the politics, you know what I'm saying, trying to better the world or some shit, then that's cool. But that's just what she does to get money. That doesn't like define what he does to get money. That doesn't define all the way who he is or what she is.
Right.
And that's
Shit
what a lot
don't
of people
matter.
get confused.
Right.
They think what you do for a living and make a bag to bring home to feed your family is who you are and what you are.
Right.
And that's not exact. I basically build AI for a living. This shit is some nerd shit. I hate it. I'm not that nerd, nigga. When I clock it, fuck that dumbass shit. When I clock out, I want to turn up. I want to smoke, like type shit. Like I want to, I want to do some other shit. That's like that don't define who people are. Like if you're being a bus driver is honorable work in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to put
Big
up with
fact.
so much shit.
You helping the city.
You are in the face of the public
You-
every single fucking day.
You a
And
public,
and
you a
most
public
of the
servant.
time, it is just like you said. And most of the time, it's these people who get on the bus, they don't got no money. Hey, yo, could I, the shit happens on your bus, fights, you be late because of traffic, you got to deal with shit like that's honorable work.
Yeah.
But it
Got
doesn't
uppercut
define like
people.
it doesn't define like listen. And
Going to jail today.
and listen, I would have lost my job that same way that same day too. You are not. I don't give a fuck about none of that. If you hawk back a loogie
Oh yeah, no. You
and you
spit
spit
the nigga.
on me,
Yeah, that's
I'm going to knock you what they call the fuck out.
You
I ain't
going to
even-
jail
That's-
today?
Yep, going to jail
That's
now.
too. That's
Dink.
ain't no limits to what I
Good
do.
night.
To motherfuckers
Hey,
about
her
spitting on
feet
me.
got off the ground.
Good night. They should have.
Nah, G shit though.
She should have been
Ain't playing
horizontal.
about that shit.
Because how fucking dare you? How do you think that that's okay? In a moment of rage, you think it's okay to,
Well, then that also tells you how society looks at bus drivers. Again, back
Yes.
to that
Yeah,
point, we
disrespectful.
look at them
Yeah.
as beneath, because you wouldn't do that to a judge.
Most jobs, yet again, public servants, bus drivers, teachers, police officers,
Public
firefighters,
defenders.
public defenders. Yep, public defenders. You know what I'm saying? They disrespect them. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're trying to help the people. You know what I'm saying? Police, I don't think they're helping the people too much. Public defenders, you're not helping the people because you're really working with the motherfucking state who's trying to lock your ass up.
Right.
But all I'm just saying is you are initially trying to do something good to help the people. So, if
I think a lot of, I'm not gonna say more. I think a lot of them, just to your sidebar there, do go in there with bright eyes and think they can change the system from the inside,
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
they realize it's already a game.
it's already
Yep.
corrupt.
And if you try to be different,
Yep.
my uncle, bless your heart, man. My uncle told on one of his first partners. Messing around with, man, he was messing around with some little girl. Yeah. And you're supposed to keep that stuff. That's your part. You're supposed to hush hush. And he tried, and then he realized, I have a daughter. Ooh. And within a couple of weeks, it went up. Internal affairs. He got popped. The next thing you know, they start messing with his gear, messing with his stuff, just trying to get him out of compliance, mess him up. And they caught him one good time. It was always a lady. No offense. It's always a lady. They tripped him over. She said that he did something to her on the force in the corner somewhere, and he was let go. Yeah. Turned in. Here's how good sometimes the universe works, right? Because you're real big. Y'all two in real big on like universal push and pull. He turns around years later. Here we go. 8 years later. He's getting in. He's almost done. He's about to do his 20. He about 14 in. Bumps into that little girl. She grown. Mommy's a lawyer now. Yeah. Daddy's in the Senate. Yeah. She remembers him. He went from city to county and sat there until it was, and they transferred his time over. Yeah. Because usually if you done, they punish you. And if you do get back, they start you from zero. You don't get all that time you put in. They kept his pension, all because he told the truth. But how many would do that when you got a gang? Yeah. So it's tough to get in there and try to do the right thing. So I just I'd like there to be police. And
to that point about police, I police myself. And what I mean by that is if you have, we all gonna have that right with, you know what I'm saying, on July 1st when everybody can just walk around with guns. But I got gun license, so I police myself. I don't need the police to be protecting me and all that right there. And anything that happens, like if someone steals from me in my community or something happens to me, 9 times in the black community, you know who did it. So you don't need to call the police or, you know what I mean? You can handle that yourself. I'm not saying to, be Batman or nothing, but 9 times you know who stole your TV, who broke in your car or something like
Going around breaking people's jaws and shit.
Yeah, don't do that. But I'm just saying to the point of that, like, that's why I say, like, I don't need the police for that because I police myself. But
yeah, I know. I took that one off to the side, but I'm going to bring it back, I promise. So, again, you named all those, public faces that just get the worst of the worst from regular people. And
public servants.
But yeah, public servants.
Yeah. Respectfully.
Has social media influenced how we look at these people even more? Or are we just evil in general? Because, if you go on TV, you go on social media, you have access to 30 million men like that. 30 million. And you could do any little thing, look good. Who did? Monet? No, who was it? Who just took off their bellhop suit and started walking? Okay. Beautiful, isn't she?
Right, but she's looked that way for years.
She's always looked that way, right? Yeah. But she's also have a track record of just man-hating. Very hateful man-hating stuff. Now, I listen to her music. I can separate that person from the craft. Mm-hmm. But the stock is going down. Like they're not talking about her. If she show up looking like Michael Jackson again, are we really going to talk about her? What did she do? Right. She dropped down the clothes and went straight to social media. So if social media can change your butt like this, drop a little bit of clothes, do you think we also changes our ideology about people's jobs and personalities?
Of course, because it's an illusion. Everyone falls for the illusion of things. Everyone wants instant gratification. Everyone wants
Get out.
To be seen.
Get off my stage. Get off my stage. Don't be using keywords.
Everyone wants to be in the gang. Everyone wants to be popular. Everyone wants everyone to agree with them. Yep. Everyone wants to hop on the train.
Listen, I don't care where you came at. You better agree with me.
Again. Everybody wants everybody to agree with them.
Yeah, it's like
I want you to agree. I'm not gonna lie. I'm grifting.
Now I'm not gonna lie.
I want you to agree with me.
I want you to tell me why you disagree, respectfully. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's better. Okay. I do like that. You know I see. As I told you earlier before, you said you asked me my sign. I told you I was a Virgo, and I told you one thing I can't stand being is wrong. Yeah. I want to be right, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stick with my same answers. If you tell me the sky is blue, and I said that bitch is green, and you show me why it's blue, I'm wrong, which means I hate it. So now I got to adopt your ideology. Yeah. You just showed me why.
Proof.
Like you said, show me why I'm wrong.
Yeah.
There's not many people like that.
Right. Yeah.
They rather just stick with whatever the fuck.
Yeah, they can't take that.
And lie and steal and cheat. As long as it goes with their narrative, they're not.
That's the problem with the world, though. Like real shit. Though. People cannot accept like for so long you've thought this way or believed this way or understood something to be this way, and then someone shows you proof that it's completely opposite of that, and you just be like, you know what? I cannot get with that, and I'm just gonna stick with the way it is.
It takes a lot to change. It's
racism.
Work. It takes work
speak up.
To change.
Speak on it.
Yeah.
He just that's basically the mind thing. Like it's been this way for so long.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Like, why do you think they're changing the way the curriculum is in these schools? Because we're moving in a direction where it's obviously not education, it's indoctrination. That's
Has
what
it
they're trying
always
to do
been
to our children. Of
indoctrination,
course
though?
it has
Yeah.
been.
The
But
Pledge of
now,
Allegiance?
but now
Yeah.
it's obvious though.
Don't kill us yet. We just started.
Now it's obvious though.
It
Now you can see it. Now everybody can
and
see
it,
it.
because of
Now
social
can
media.
see-
You think that's why we
correct.
see it better
Of
because of social
course.
media?
Did you know?
Of course.
Did you know it's legal in the United States for the United States to sell, well, not sell, but show America its citizens propaganda? It's legal.
That's a legal
That's
thing?
legal. It's on the U.S. government website.
So
So, real quick, what that means is they can show you a limited amount of fake shit, fake news, taking away.
it's a law that they say they can just do that.
1 second, I'll pull it up. Find something else to talk about, but I'll pull it up.
I would love to see it. I'm very interested.
I
in
am
that.
curious about that
I would-
because
I would love to
I
see
do
that
have
as well.
friends that are outside of the country that say, hey, black people are like this. And I'm like, where did you get that picture from? We are not like this.
Yeah.
She's
And that's
Korean,
all that gets pumped
but
down
that's
their
all
throat.
they see. You know, we see them riot in the streets and stuff. They see us on Instagram and TikTok. And I just thought that they see everything we see too because we can see them.
Right.
And
Nope.
I'm finding out very
Nope.
my ripe
They
old age
only
of 37
show you
that's
what
not
they
right.
want you to see.
Yeah.
you
So
know,
now the whole
whatever.
world fucking hates us. I think all we can do is hold a ball or have babies and twerk and
Yeah.
they don't know that we are scientists, that we are, you know, you get that one scientist, what's his name with the three, Dyson, whatever the fuck his name is.
Michael
Oh
Eric
yeah,
Dyson.
How you say that?
Dyson.
Michael Eric Dyson. I
No,
believe.
the other guy, the Neil deGrasse. Sorry, I called.
You said with the three
I said
names.
three names. Neil deGrasse
know that guy.
Tyson. He said he has 3 names. There you go.
Oh, I'm not even
Yeah,
sure I know
like
that.
they see that's just that one, but there's like 20 women who probably solved a whole, or probably cured some shit that they'll never ever see, and the rest of the world looks at us
Because
like
it's
this.
patriarchy here.
Patriarchy? Okay, now
Yeah,
you stepping
it
on some toes.
definitely
I like
is.
that.
No, it is because the woman has been, looked down upon for years. I mean, fuck, we had to literally get a law made for us to be able to read and vote and shit. Like we can't,
Is
we couldn't
it
do
black
it.
women versus white women, or is it all of y'all in one thing?
All in totality, it started with women all together, and then it's always been black women. But in totality, when they had the like femme movement
Do you support
and all that,
like like you're a feminist, right? Correct?
no,
You're not?
No.
I'm not
she doesn't.
anything but Basha. I'm not on nobody's
mind.
fucking
Never
side. I'm on my
Okay,
side.
I feel that.
and whoever resonates with me, that's just how it is. That's just what it is.
That's a good way to live. Because I tell people all the time, I don't want you to follow me 100%. There's somewhere around here I'm wrong. But there's people who will follow Dr. Umar Johnson to the grave.
Yeah.
I like some of the stuff he says. Some of it makes
the
sense.
stuff. Some of the
If you
stuff.
can't live to pick and choose things that make sense, not just to you, but actual sense from different people, these big heads, and create your own narrative on stuff, then
Exactly.
you'll be stuck going into the
Right.
same cycle, whoever's famous at the moment.
Right.
I've always looked at the feminist movement thing as white women running out of ammo, and so they went and got black women.
Of course.
They needed
Yeah.
cannon fodder.
The crying wasn't working anymore.
I don't understand it.
So-
Like, you didn't like your white man. No, I think you saw the piece of the pie that he cut for himself, and you wanted the same piece and got mad at him because you got a smaller piece. Meanwhile, you didn't get a piece. You were cooking it.
Right.
I was out there picking it. So then you go over here and tell our women how bad we are. Create the situations in which we had to fall, and then tell them, well, hey, daddy government take care of you if you leave him out the house.
Right.
Shut down the corporations, the jobs that they had in the inner city that we were proud of. I'm a whatever.
I work down at the plant.
I work at the plant.
Yeah,
You done heard that granddaddy-
retirable shit.
Yes. Come
30,
home with
40
your
years
metal
on the job.
lunch box.
Yes.
What is it? Everybody hates Chris. Pops.
Yeah, Julius.
Thank you. Everybody was a Julius. Then they shut everything down.
Yep.
And what is that man supposed to do? Go get a piece of paper? He ain't got enough money to go to school for that. So
It's always been a hamster wheel for us because we've always tried to do better under someone else's plan.
Right.
Like we were put into somebody else's
Speak up. Say
plan.
that again real quick. They need to hear that. Say it. We always did what?
We were always put into place for someone else's plan. We were always meant to be under someone else's plan. If nothing is ran by us, if we're not in charge of anything, if they're providing everything for us, how are we supposed to do for ourselves? If they give it to us, they could just snatch it away because they just gave it as their Indian givers. So
100%.
we're not able to actually go out. Well, supposedly we're indoctrinated to believe that we're not able to go out and do our own thing and create our own facilities, our own schools, our own everything, because we feel like we have to go through them first.
And every time we did break that mold, they destroyed
They
it.
burned it
Yeah,
down.
they burnt it down. So it's always something. We're literally in a
rat
hamster
wheel.
wheel.
Do y'all think we still in that same hamster wheel?
No, I think that we're
100%.
evolving on a constant level greatly because the generations are just growing and growing. Like no one, like I don't think you guys, I don't know if you guys ever seen it, but I'm pretty sure you have, where it was this one girl, she was protesting and on the sign said, "We are not our ancestors, we will fuck you up." Like
Right.
we not really with that shit no more. Like
Real shit.
whatever you think you finna do over here, whatever you think you finna do because
Real
you thought
shit.
you can do it to them, you can't do it over here. You can't do it over here. So
Lachey will slap the shit out you, Ethel.
Yeah.
Read that out loud, bro. When you get a chance. My bad. I
Oh
mean to
no,
cut
you
off,
can
bro.
read it because I can't see. I can barely see how to zoom in to see that. Here you go. This is what we were talking about earlier about the law they made in 2012 where, hey, we can legally lie to you and create.
So,
Propaganda.
like I said, about the propaganda thing is, so it's been on the book since 1945, but it was revamped and re-put back on the books in 2014.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm reading from the Congress.gov, yet again, Congress.gov.
All right.
So the point, what I want y'all to hear from it is the main part, because it's like about a lot of fluff and a lot of shit that's like irrelevant and shit. But the point is right here, it says, okay.
I don't want to throw you off, but do we know if this is just limited to news information or all entertainment?
Yeah, I got you. I'm finna read it right now. Okay, so its history and the federal government's policy through press, political, radio, modern pictures, the internet, and other forms of media, including social media. So with that being said, those are the ways that they can show you propaganda.
The medium, so they can legally, they said, okay, we're going to basically lie to you on every facet that you can get information from.
in limited amounts, basically.
And just,
It
so
can't,
they
it
just
can't
sprinkle
be a
it
lot,
on you.
limited amounts.
it's just like movies that they make. You know, they have to tell you, you watch movies and it's like, oh, this is actually fucking real. But they sprinkle a little lie in there to make it seem like it's not real. You know, like the Avatar movie. They made it seem like this is just fiction. This is not really a thing. But no, we're the avatars. We're literally the avatars. And y'all invaded. And yeah, this is really what it is. But
Now, I
you're
know this is
turning
very
it.
like thought provoking, and I know like we go to this point, and I just want to make sure that we can, as a panel, hit that stuff. It's difficult to solve those problems on that grand scale when we still have problems amongst ourselves, like men and women. I know I keep coming back to the whole man and woman thing, but that whole we angry at each other, and I don't know how to solve that because it's always like the person before you did it, and then they hit you, and now you mad, and so the next person you deal with, you want to hit them, and it's just it'll keep going. Yes, there's a lot of stuff that I feel like men in general, I feel like this generation here has been the first since like the failure. I'm not gonna say our predecessors were horrible, but I feel like my mom and dad were struggle mode. They didn't have time to teach me about stocks, bonds, financial stuff like that. They barely were able to stick together. So out of 10 of my peers, I'm the only one with a dad, and he would come pick all of them up and go out. When I went out, so he didn't want to leave them boys alone. And 3 of them dead, 3 of them got 15 kids, and I'm the only one that has those values. So from that generation to now, out of all the guys that girls are trying to date now and look at and talk to now, in our generation, you got me. You got him. He's got you got a few that got something on their head that's good, but it's either we taken or we're pissed off because out of that group, there was also girls who dad wasn't there, mom didn't care about them, hurt your feelings and stuff. How and what direction can we go with to fix that? Or do we just, hey, wash this generation, fuck it. Let's try to start with Generation Alpha. Is that what's coming up soon?
Oh man,
And
I don't
hopefully
even know.
we treat them. Where
I
are we
just
going
feel
with this?
I feel like everyone should just start working on themselves and understanding where the root cause of every issue stem from. Like
Bingo.
the whole not having a father in the household from a woman's perspective. My dad was in the household, but when we feel neglected by a father figure, we look as if we've done something wrong, and it never has anything to do with us. It never does, but that's the perspective that we give ourselves. And then if we're looking at our mom have to do everything by ourselves, now we go to wondering like, okay, well, if my daddy was here, my mama wouldn't have to be struggling like that. Is this what I'm gonna have to accept in my life? Is this how I'm gonna have to live when I'm an adult? Are these the type of situations I'm going to have to go through because my mama going through it? So, I'm also looking at my mom. I'm learning from my mom. My mom is literally showing me what it's like to be an adult woman, what it's like to be a woman, period. So if I have that visual of her going through all of that, in some way psychologically, it's going to revamp in my life as well. But it can take a turn if my mom was able to come and talk to me and have conversations with me about what happens in the correct way of how to do things and what we should really do in the household, and this is how it's really supposed to go.
Well, what about if we're trying to correct that now? Like, we're grown. I'm
So-
37. Yeah. I see something that you're not doing right, and vice versa. And I come and say, hey, listen, hey, look, why are you twerking at your son's graduation? What the hell is wrong with you? Now, I may not approach you like that in that manner, but I will bring it up. All of a sudden, I'm the bad guy. Like, where am I supposed to go with that? Am I wrong with this?
Approach is everything. I feel like if a person, because I'm open. I can only talk from self-experience and what I've actually gone through. If someone, it's how you say it, it's not what you say. Right. You could say something that can be very defensive, right? But if you say it the way that I can accept it and understand it without taking it offensive.
So it's not communication.
It is communication. That's a form of communication.
Is it really communication?
It's always communication.
Because we communicate all day, but if I don't say it in the way you want it.
Tone is part of communication.
And it's not about what
in a messed up tone. That shit just hit you different. She can tell you something like sweet.
Yeah.
Like, I got a pie in the oven, but it's
that's
just
where I'm
tone.
pushing you to. Because look, I don't tolerate bad behavior. Don't fuss at me. Okay, you can easily come up to me and just be like, hey, I said if my wife would pull me to the side and whisper whatever she needs to in my ear, I may catch it at home, but in public or in a venue where I'm trying to get things done,
I agree.
Even at home, it's like it ain't unless I really disrespect her or some shit like that. It's very quiet.
And that's the best way to really interact in relationships.
I think to all that, bro, like you gotta just separate from like the tone of how you talk to somebody, but set a tone of how you want to be dealt with and how you expect someone to be out with you in public, or just to be in general. Like if you talking to a female and like y'all serious or y'all dating heavy or y'all married or something, like y'all should understand like, okay, listen, we out, don't be doing this, or I don't like this, or you don't like when I'm like this, or like y'all should know that. So if you out there doing that, I ain't finna snap at you like in public, or you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna put you to the side like, all right, now you tripping. Go on, do your thing, but you tripping. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that type of person. I like when people have fun. But when we get home, I'm finna, fuck you had going on. Why you doing this? We talk, you know what I'm saying? But I already set the tone before you, when you know me as a person. I've already told you I don't like when this goes on and we out be like this or don't do that. So I just feel like that with tone.
Ideally, I would love to actually experience, and I have in some sort, but like not really to its full totality. Like I would love to experience a disagreement with an emotionally mature man. So let's just say I'm out, I got on some short shit, see-through. Yeah. I know that he ain't gonna like that shit. I'm tripping right
Why
now.
would you do it though?
But I'm just
Oh,
giving
okay,
an example.
creating an
I'm
example.
tripping
Okay,
right
okay,
now.
okay,
I
okay.
know I'm tripping hard right now.
Do y'all
But
stay
you
together,
pissed
though?
me off earlier. So
Wait, do y'all stay together though?
yeah,
Okay, go
a
ahead.
whole relationship. We can even do marriage.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
He pissed me off earlier. I decided to go out with my friends, wear something skimpy and see-through-ish. And he see what I'm walking out the house with.
See, you just
He don't say nothing. He
Yeah, I'm
let
gonna
me
let you
go,
live.
right?
Yeah.
Come
You
back
being
That sound
home.
like me. That sound like me.
Yeah.
I got some shit. I'm
You want
finna
to
get
play?
you.
Go ahead.
listen.
Go ahead, have your
You wanna
fun.
be all right? Go ahead.
Come back home, right? A little drunk, little tipsy, playing around.
Sleep on the couch. Go ahead.
How would an emotionally mature man handle that?
Sleep on the couch.
I'm not one, so you got.
Sleep
one
on
of
the
y'all can
couch.
tell-
I'm telling you, sleep on the couch.
Sleep on the
How
couch.
would
in-
an emotionally mature man handle that?
You come in playing like that, you done violate, knowing we done already talked about it, you doing this on purpose, and I know you doing it on purpose. I'm gonna be up, sober as hell, chilling, watching TV. Oh, you done came in? You gonna come in trying to, you know what I'm saying, get in the bed, feeling me? No, go get on the couch. I'm good.
That's how you saw. How would
Love
you
you.
solve
How
it?
you,
Yeah,
how,
that's how I was solving.
How would
How
one
would
of y'all
you-
solve it?
How would you want someone to react to that? Because that's a crazy build up.
so want, I don't really have a want, but as far as
How you don't have a want?
I have a want, I would
'Cause you-
want it
in the
to go a certain way.
scenario,
I
you
would
want it
just
to go out like that.
a way to accept it is to actually hear him. It's the tone. So if he were to be like, you know
You
what,
can't be mad.
it's I
Nigga, hella
look,
mad.
it's all good. I hope you have fun.
I'm ready for you.
You know what? I'm not really feeling this right now. We're gonna have to talk about it tomorrow at a later date when everything simmers down. But honestly, if you could
I'ma kill you
sleep
with kindness.
somewhere else, or actually I'll go sleep.
No, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere.
You know-
I ain't going nowhere. You going on the couch because you come in playing. I'm
But
on
you
the
know
comfort
what?
side, my side warm. I ain't
I'm
going
gonna tell
nowhere.
you something though. I'm gonna tell you something. If he take his pillow and his blanket and go sit on the couch, I'ma feel like shit. I'ma feel so sorry. I'm going to apologize. And although I knew I was wrong the whole damn time,
Yeah.
I'm going to still apologize because how you handle that, you didn't even yell at me. You didn't do anything to like rev it up. You ain't do nothing but took your shit and decided to be away from that energy. So now I'm finna try.
See, look, I ain't gonna
And actually, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm sorry.
I want to
I'm
hear what
sorry.
Lamar would do in this situation. I got it because he just
sorry.
sitting here skinning and grinning.
I would do a whole bunch of stuff to make it up.
I ain't gonna lie.
So what she just described is 100% me from experience. I'm not doing all of that yelling. I'm not going to tell you to sleep on the couch or none of that shit. I'm not going to be upset. I just don't want to talk about it in that moment. You tried me. I'm not upset about it. I'm more so disappointed in you because you found it
When they hear
okay
disappointed,
to
Yeah,
try me
that's-
they
like
get me
that.
about to cry.
So
That's a whole thing.
because I'm disappointed,
did.
I already am the type of person that does not want to be fucking upset from the get-go. So I'm not going to rev myself up about some shit that I know you're doing on purpose. I'm just going to be disappointed in you if you keep showing me that you think that that's okay to fucking do. So when you do get home, the conversation is going to be just like what she said. Hey, how are you?
You smiling?
You had a good night?
Absolutely.
I'm glad you had a good night.
I
You
couldn't
look like
do
you-
it.
you
I
look
couldn't
like
hold
you
it
had-
in.
Casamigos?
You
smell
look,
like
you look like you had
1942.
fun tonight.
Wait. What did he say?
You look like you had fun tonight. Did you enjoy yourself? That's
like
good.
That's
You look nice.
that's a whole thing, and it'll
like hookah and Don Julio
the
and
switch
curves.
that turns on in a
Curves.
woman's head when she doesn't get the reaction that she thinks she's
looking
gonna
like a
get.
mime. We-
It's some other.
So that's y'all looking for the reaction,
I ain't gonna lie.
and you denied the
they're
reaction.
looking for-
yes.
But
So y'all got a denial fetish. What's going on here?
I'm going to. I'm
thing.
always going to deny the reaction because my energy is not.
Nah, I
that.
ain't gonna lie though. Nah, I can't
You,
do that.
you're not. You. I don't like
Yeah, I ain't
the
gonna do that.
rah rah shit. I don't
listen.
like the rah rah shit.
I ain't gonna
I'm
cap.
not
I ain't
gonna do
I ain't
it.
gonna cap.
Look at my face.
I'm gonna put you
I'm
on the
not gonna
couch.
do
She
it.
going to the couch. I'm
Virgos
gonna keep
can't
it all
do
with
that.
her with you.
You said so
Virgo
you
can't
gonna
do
put
that.
her on the couch.
Listen, I'm keep
He's
it-
gonna ask why would you do the shit
Listen,
in the
I'ma keep it
beginning,
100 with
and
you.
he's gonna be like, nah, fuck it, I'm going on the
I'm gonna
couch.
catch you as soon as I cross eyes with you.
Before you even go out, you catching her.
Because you said right, he saw the outfit. and didn't say nothing to
Yeah,
you.
you let her walk out.
No,
Men are
man,
very
we gonna have a
strategic, you know,
conversation first.
especially
I'm glad you know that.
100%.
I'm glad you know that.
mature ones.
There you
They're
go. Talk
very
about it.
strategic on how they handle certain
Talk about it.
situations
That's
like
real
that.
shit, though.
Very
Talk about it.
strategic.
But listen though,
Oh, nice.
And it's beautiful, ain't it?
Wonderful.
That's great.
ain't no way. I ain't gonna lie. If I put,
I think. Go ahead. I'm sorry. No.
Oh, no, I'm gonna say ain't no way. Listen, real shit. If she go to the couch, yes, probably like you come in like what club over like 2 something. You probably came in like 3:30. If you
That
being
time
if you
that's
being
gonna piss
respectful.
you off?
Oh, Lord, hold on now, hold on.
That
okay.
time that's
Why
gonna-
would you?
the
saying,
whole
hold on.
thing is
5 in the
just
morning?
fucked up. The whole
All set to
scenario
piss you
is
off.
fucked up on what she's doing.
On
so we're
every
just
level.
seeing how you're not like interacting with another man, but like
Yeah,
as
okay,
far
okay,
as like
bet.
pissing you
Just
off
to
with the
come in and
outfit,
disrespect.
going to the club.
Okay,
the
listen.
time I'm coming
If
in.
you definitely come in 4 in the morning, I'm not gonna say 4 in the morning. That's disrespectful. You come in about 3:30, I ain't gonna be paying about that. 'Cause you gotta get something to eat. Sometimes y'all like to, you know what I'm saying, just be looking at shit, hanging the fuck out. I understand, but yeah, come in after 4. Best believe I'm gonna make your ass sleep on the couch. Hopefully you ain't gotta go to work next day. But if you don't gotta go to work today, yeah, I'm gonna come get your ass probably like 2 hours in. Come on, baby, come get on the bed. But don't do that shit no more, 'cause I love you and I don't like you hanging out. You gotta be nervous.
So
Keep it 100.
so he's going to.
But I'm putting your ass on the couch because you gotta learn. I'm
He's
doing
gonna
that
spank
shit.
you and then
Yeah.
come back and be like, now that you had your whooping,
You feel
come
me?
on
Did
back
you
to the
learn your
bed.
lesson?
Did you
Okay,
learn
come
your
on.
lesson?
Facts.
How does that fuck with your psyche though?
Before she answers that, please, I'm glad you said whooping because I am more personally pleased with the mental whooping.
I was just gonna say that. I was like, it's a
Cerebral
more of a
assassin
mental
shit.
ass
100%.
whooping.
Fucking your whole head
I'm
up.
more pleased with the mental whooping.
Yeah. What side are you?
I'm a Cancer through and through.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Me
Yes,
too.
sir.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sad
Cancer's
game,
linking
man.
up.
We
Shut
are
up.
sad in this
Cancer?
bitch.
Cancer is linking up. All of y'all cancers?
No, fuck no. Sad,
He said,
fuck
You're a
no.
I knew you were a fire.
I'm a
sign.
Sagittarius in this bitch.
Sagittarius.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sad.
I'm the
My
only
good
one in the
brother
dirt.
over here
Am I
is
the only one in the
100%
You're
dirt?
earth.
a fire
It's all
sign.
elements here. It's earth. It's water. No,
No,
air's
he's a
not
fire.
here. Air's not here. He's a Sag,
I'm a
so that's
water
fire.
You're
I'm
water, so both y'all swimming.
and me and him are fire. And then you're
I'm
earth.
a dirty
I'm
nigga
air.
here. Okay.
fucking fan.
Fine. No, and that's why I'm so unstable. I don't know. I'm in
yes.
the middle of all of you. I don't know how I would react. It's so tough to sit here. It depends on. I guess it would depend on how petty you are.
Yeah.
The level
if
of
I knew
petty
you
you're
was
trying
doing
to
it.
be. When I don't know, you could have just came and told me, hey, you ain't like what I said or what I did. What's up? If the level keeps going, like you were talking about 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm just act like, okay, no big deal. But 5?
Yeah, 4,
Now
5,
I'm thinking
yeah.
maybe I should just,
Should I call you? Like, goddamn, one little, but I ain't gonna do it until you live.
I definitely not calling.
Yeah, I ain't calling.
If
Hell
I
no.
know you
Hell
left
fucking no.
and you looking like you want to give away what's already mine, and you know we talked about this, I'm not calling. Matter of fact, my phone gonna go silent.
May I?
Now,
Yeah,
go
that's
ahead.
that's
May
petty.
I?
Go ahead, by all means.
I ain't petty
So
though.
again,
but
this is I've experienced this. So
What if she's really pretty?
oh, she was fine.
she better know how that.
Like, what if
Hey,
she's
It don't
fine as
matter.
hell?
It don't
Because
matter.
I would
I
cave
ain't worried
a
about her
little
giving
bit.
nothing up. Though.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no.
saying.
Hold
It
on.
don't
No.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I ain't mean to cut you off.
That
Go ahead.
fucking shit don't matter to me.
It don't?
I don't care if I'm fine too.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck if you fine. I'm fine too. It's fuck.
I mean,
Anyway, so
go ahead.
she put on her little outfit. I watched her. I'm watching the game, but we. How
I'm
they say
watching the
now,
game. Lakers
we
in 6.
We into it. Lakers in 6. Say it again.
Hold on, what? Oh,
Lakers in 6. Oh, he almost brought it back.
Hey, nah, I think about because of cancer and shit, but you know what I'm saying? We cool.
No. Go back. Tell me. I gotta know where you going with this.
Oh yeah. So she goes out. She has a nice time. I assume.
He's smiling too much. This is creepy.
Yeah. No. She came home at about 4:30, 5 o'clock. A little,
Little slizzer.
Yeah, a little slizzer.
Slizzer.
But she went out with the two homegirls.
Going to the
she
couch.
Always go out with.
Yeah,
The
everything
twins
Gucci.
that like to turn up and drink a lot. I'm
Oh,
like, okay,
turn up
all right.
drinking twins.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, I know what she about to go fucking do. She about to go get chocolate fucking wasted.
Oh,
Bet. And she look good too. Bet. Do
Now
your
see,
thing. Do your
titties
thing.
all out and
Everything.
Motherfucker can't come home
Everything.
chocolate wasted. I'm
So
be pissed about that.
She came
They
back
be stumbling and shit.
and I'm talking to her. Again, you look nice. You look like you had a good time. helping her take her shoes off and everything.
Oh hell no.
So by the time,
hell no.
listen, y'all
ahead.
too.
I know.
Y'all
I know.
head
I'm trying not to be. I'm trying to listen.
Faking sleep
Talk to me,
like
talk to
one
me.
eye open type shit. I ain't even see you come in.
I'm
You
helping
came
her
in.
take her shoes off, get undressed, all of that type of shit. Go take a shower, right? We get in the bed. Now I am gonna go sleep on the couch because I don't want to be in the bed with you.
You're gonna tell her
To go
that?
to the
No,
couch.
I'm not telling
Oh,
her that.
okay,
I'm just
okay.
going to go
I'm like,
get
well, that's
my
way
ass
too
on
much.
I'm
the
My
gonna play
head
it
about
smooth
to
and just
explode.
slide out and just, you hear me?
So you,
the
she's
couch.
in the bed,
I'm
and now
going.
you getting up.
She's in the bed, thinking about this shit
Yeah.
while I am on the couch,
Right.
about to go to fuck to sleep.
You know what
This
you
is
shoulda
fucking
did?
with your
You
head.
should have opened
Yeah,
the front door and
that's
closed
the
it.
whole
Then
No,
got
thing.
I'm not
That's
interested
the
in doing all
whole
of that
thing.
extra shit because I'm cool on
That's
that.
the whole
I'm
Where
not
this nigga going?
What I
Nowhere,
I mean, I could possibly go
in the
take a
kitchen looking
drive
at your
to calm down. I'm good for doing that, but in this situation, I'm gonna go sleep on the couch. Go cut on the living room TV, probably cut on
Ain't no couch.
YouTube, some random ass shit or something like that.
Right.
Watch it, fall asleep while it's still on. You might bring your ass out there, or you might not.
Ooh.
See, you
And
can't leave it up to her to
if
come
she
out there 'cause she a
does,
little
so
lit.
let's
She ain't
go.
coming
Let's
out
split the
there.
role here. If she does come, now you done put that. You done planted the seed. You know she's
We
there.
gotta go back to the
she's
thing.
coming out there to talk to you. What do you? Where are we going with that? What happens now? Because she's out the room. She's in your face trying to wake you up and talk to you.
So let's talk. This is what I wanted in the first
no,
place.
we ain't
Let's have a
talking about shit.
conversation.
We going to
You was
sleep.
doing this dumbass
Fucking
shit.
5,
in the
6
afternoon
in the
tomorrow.
morning.
Listen to what I am saying with y'all ruffian asses.
I'm trying to calm down
God
because I'm
damn.
getting hot.
I'm telling. I'm just saying.
Let me just,
All right, listen, I'm listening. Go ahead.
The energy with your lady. See, y'all want to be mad. The energy with your lady is
I
not
am mad.
supposed to even be there.
Right.
So what I'm looking to do naturally already is diffuse the shit any fucking way. I'm not trying to make the shit worse. So if you come out there
That's what I'm
on
calling
some legit shit to have a conversation and sit your ass down and let's have a conversation and let's talk. And if you're still on the same dumb shit, then you have the choice to go back in the bedroom and get in the bed and sleep there. Or I will stay out here on this couch, or we can reverse if you still on the same dumb shit. If you want to try again in the morning, let's try again in the morning.
Gang, bro.
Okay, what if she
On the
doesn't?
couch.
Now,
On
at
the
this
couch,
point,
boys.
y'all are nuts. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are so angry right now. So what if she doesn't? She fell asleep. She's knocked out. Now, there's
that's
two
why I
things she
say
could
she
say.
a little slither.
She
She going to
wasn't
sleep.
thinking about it because she's drunk. That's a
Exactly.
good excuse. Or maybe she did think
no
about it and
excuse. That's
said,
real
"Fuck it, I'm not going out there." What
Women got
happens in
big
the morning?
pride.
What happens in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
the same
cool.
routine for me.
So I wanted to check. my
Just
counsel.
silence
But
from
women
there,
definitely got
or
big
just
pride like
continue
men.
talking to
Big
her
urge.
like
Yeah,
as
the
nothing
same
happened.
routine for me.
As nothing happened.
Because I am not mad at you. I'm more so disappointed. But again, this I know is fucking with your head. And you are going to break soon. And when you break, you better have some sense about you.
Can
Any
I ask a
female-
question about that?
Listen, that's a whole thing. That's a whole thing.
When you break, you
if
better have some
you're
fucking
not giving
sense
me the
about you.
reaction that I'm thinking that I'm gonna get from you from doing some dumb shit,
Then
and you
you
acting
lost.
like it's cool, I'm like,
Yeah. See.
You don't take that as just like you walking all over him?
no,
Nah.
of course not.
I know-
Unless
I-
that,
I know all the
however
answers.
it starts is how it ends. But at the same time, it's not that kind of relationship. It's not that kind of relationship.
If
It's
you don't
just,
give her the
this
reaction she
man is
looking for on
not
some
yelling
type of
at
level,
me.
she
This
gonna be
man
pissed.
ain't cursing me out. He ain't doing none of that. Like,
gonna
and
be
I
pissed.
just did all of this. Something is happening here, and it's not
Now she
normal.
gonna think something else going on.
And before he does something as stupid, if not worse than I do, let
Okay,
me
that's
go.
what I was about to say. Your mind
Reconcile.
goes where?
Let me
Bingo.
go on over here and just,
Let's see.
cause
Like
I ain't
I
gonna be able to
said.
take that. I ain't gonna be able to say that.
Now,
Thank
are
you.
you?
Like I said,
can I
it's
mention-
right, you
you don't have
wouldn't
to.
take that.
You don't have to verbal. You don't have to tell me. Are you a verbal apology or are you?
I'm
I
gonna
need to hear that
verbal-
shit.
I'm gonna do it all.
You're
because
gonna hear that shit too.
To
At
me,
this
you're
point,
going
it's
to have
like,
to
listen,
verbally
he
apologize.
ain't tripping. So
The physical apology won't be enough.
No, the physical
You need the
apology is
physical-
never
no,
enough.
you need to know
verbalize.
that
I
there's
need-
some
yeah,
emotional
both.
maturity behind it, and you understand where you fucked up or you had
Bingo.
him fucked
Lady,
up.
I mean, ladies, you can't just suck his dick and everything. Okay.
no.
Nope.
Okay, it's not going. I'm gonna take it.
I mean,
Not,
still do it.
not
Still
to
have
a
a
man.
problem with
If you want to
not
suck the
to a
dick
man
and
that-
explain
not
why
to
you
a
doing it,
man-
that's cool.
Not
but-
to a worthy man, not to a man of substance. You can't just suck his dick and be okay. A man of substance gonna need to know that you know what the fuck
I
happened.
need
You know
understanding.
what put you in that
Straight
situation,
up.
and you know
You ain't gonna
not
put yourself
doing
in
the
that shit
fucking
again.
again.
As a matter of fact, if
You
that's
was in
what
danger.
you
You
choose
didn't know
to
you was
do
out there with the
prior
wolves,
to
girl, trying to protect you from the
verbalizing-
wolves.
If that's what you choose to do prior to verbalizing, I
Gang.
apologize, I was wrong, and this is what we need to do to fix it, or at least getting that started. If you choose to just go in and do that, I'm gonna push you the fuck off of me.
Right, and that's
Get
even
your ass
worse.
off.
That would destroy her at
Yeah.
that point.
Get your motherfucking
Yeah. You
don't
ass
even
off
want
of me.
That's
This-
fatality.
Unhand me, woman.
She said
brute.
fatality.
That's
Get the
brute.
fuck off of me.
Get out of here.
Get
That's
your
a
ass off of
fatality.
me.
Straight up.
You're
That's
not
it.
just about the fuck out of here. You're not about to just
Right.
suck my dick
Hey,
like a
Hey,
prostitute.
what Martin say?
without
I
a
am not street
conversation.
poontang. Ain't none of that shit.
Wait, what'd you say?
I say, I am not street poontang. Nah, for
That
real.
actually will turn a man off if you just try to have sex with him after you did something wrong because you thinking that's how small he is. You thinking that all
really-
it takes is a physical.
And that's exactly why you gonna get your motherfucking ass up
That
off.
shit-
I
Oh, you on
think,
the fuck you done did.
that push off though comes with time.
No,
Because at 20,
not to
What do you
not
mean?
20
torment-
years old,
Listen,
at 18, 19, 20, when you still in
That's
the
different.
beginning stages
yeah,
of
yeah.
just,
I'm
hey,
snapping
my
in,
hips-
18, 20, I'm fucking-
My hips couldn't stop at 20, you hear me?
That's
I'm going to say,
different.
okay, I'm going to take it. But I think I agree with you. As I got older,
mature men of substance, they can turn down pussy. Pussy
you
is
haven't been
regular
doing that
to a
very
man
well
of
for a long
substance.
time anyway.
You gotta
so.
come with more than just pussy to a man for a man with substance. You can't just give pussy and head and think that's all that we can do over here. Like you good
Bingo.
just with that.
Last
No, you
question.
gotta come with
Yahtzee.
Last
just
question.
like we give requirements of what they gotta come with. They got requirements too.
Thank you.
Girl, don't make me bring you back on here. Last question. Are there a lot of men out there of substance? Because
It
all
is-
we hear is there ain't no men. There's piss and shit in the pool.
What?
Yeah.
Are there men of substance out there? Do you believe that? And do we
Yes.
have evidence of it?
Yes, there are a lot of men of substance, but some of them don't know who they are yet.
Woo!
Damn.
Real shit.
They don't know who they are yet. But once they come into who they are,
And is
It's
that
gonna
age
be-
or is that just something happens?
no,
something
I've
has
met
to happen.
young men of substance, and I've met middle age and old. You just have to know who you are.
Thanks.
When you know who you are, everything else falls in place.
I think it's law of attraction. Those who feel like there ain't no good men in the world are probably just attracting the ones that they feel are beneath them.
Bingo.
Yes.
Oh, it's easy to control if you feel like they're below you.
You attract what you are, though, too. It's a mindset.
That's why I be attracting fat girls. I'm just playing.
No.
I love fat girls. Y'all know
This
that.
is the thing. It's really a mind thing for real because we all live in our own realities, right?
Perception of
Whatever we
reality.
think comes to pass. Our thoughts are what creates our actual physical world. So if you're saying, "Hey, there's no one out here that could treat me right. Every man I date ain't got shit. I can't find nobody that meets my requirements." Guess what you're gonna get? All that shit
Nothing.
you just named. Because you
said.
just
Nothing.
programmed every cell in your body to believe that shit.
72 trillion cells to see to it that it ain't
programmed
going to
every
happen.
single
You
cell
programmed
to
all
believe that shit.
Hey,
To
you
go and
you
find
commanded
somebody
water.
just like that.
Yep. You
brought it
and you
back.
don't even know it. You don't even
That
know
brought it
it.
back to
No
what I
idea.
said at the beginning.
The law of
Let's
attraction.
not talk about all the stuff we don't want. Let's
Right.
talk about the stuff we want.
Right.
Like that's the same thing I said about the public defender and the bus driver.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you
So
attract
that
what you
and eventually she could have been right. It probably was her
It's right in
delivery.
her world.
It was just her delivery. So
It's right
she,
in her
she
world.
jabbed
Tuned
at
to the wrong
the boys
frequency.
without saying. She could have said it nicer. She could have said, "Hey, I'm just not a fan of these. This is not for me. Not to
She
knock
could-
you guys." If
The
she said that,
it's how you deliver the message. It's not
that's
what
we
you.
just
Right.
did this full circle. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I love y'all. I know I don't. You know I hate y'all.
Great
But
show.
this is a great show.
Great
This
show.
really was
Great show,
a
y'all.
really good show, and it was
Great show.
it's something that we needed. It was due. We're definitely gonna bring all of y'all back. This is y'all warmed up real nice. Everybody warmed up real nice. Everybody's like, okay, we have to think today. But we do have a lot of good time on the show. And I just want people to, when they follow the show, don't forget, like, subscribe, slick the bell, whatever the hell they be saying all the time. But just just follow because we want to talk about things.
I'll do it.
Today we didn't have any black-owned items for y'all today.
Yeah, I got
Cool
this from
Kais.
Walmart.
Shout out Cool Kai.
The Cool
Yeah, those
Kai,
are
we
fire.
brought that
Cool
one up
Kai,
again.
you
But
heard me?
Those are
for everybody, if you are a black-owned business, I don't care if you bake, I don't care if you make T-shirts, just contact me. We want to make sure we put something on the show so people can, hit your website up, hit your TikTok or your Instagram or whatever.
Send me merch.
send-
I'll be wearing
merch.
T-shirts.
There
Real
you
rap.
go. Send us merch. I like hats.
Send us
I
merch.
got
and shades. We got a black-owned shade company.
Yeah, facts,
Anybody?
though. Black-owned
reach
shade
out
company.
if you know. If you make, I don't want to just say crystals. You don't make
No,
crystals. but
I'm a crystal jeweler, so I make all of my crystals with copper because.
go and let them know where they can find all your stuff to get your stuff online.
Oh, indigenousgems.com. That's the name of my business. Indigenous Gems. INDIGENOUSGEMS.com.
All right. And as y'all know, if you can't do it every day, do it as often as you can.
Buy
Please
black.
think, act, buy black. I love you guys. Good night. Get out of here. We'll come back next week.
All right.
Peace.
Peace. I went live the whole time too. That's dope.
Gone.
I haven't used that phone in 3 years.
I'm so hyped about this.
I haven't used that
It
phone
was
in
a good
3 years.
show.